Today, Mommy and
Ava
are reading Scooby-Doo, The Haunted Ski Lodge by Gail Herman. Scooby-Doo and Shaggy hugged each other to keep warm. Like, it's freezing out here, said Shaggy.
Well, it is winter,
said Velma.
and we are outside waiting to ski.
Daphne added. And you're eating ice cream, said Fred.
What?
Like you are eating ice cream in the snow. Shaggy grinned. Well, Scoob, old buddy, let's get some hot dogs then. Scooby's teeth chattered.
Mommy.
Ski Lodge, here we come, said Shaggy. Not so fast, said Fred. We came to this mountain to ski, and that is what we're going to do.
I agree with the hot dogs though.
but we better do it fast.
Velma said.
I heard there's a storm watch. If the snow gets bad, the mountain may close.
Velma, Fred, and Daphne hopped onto the ski lift.
See you at the top.
Said Daphne. Then it was Shaggy and Scooby's turn. Oomph! The bench crashed into them, and they tumbled onto the seat. Going up, said Shaggy. The buddies glided over the trees to the top of the mountain. Time to get off, good buddy, Shaggy said. Count to 3, then we jump,
What? Okay.
said Scooby.
1, 2, 3.
Scooby and Shaggy jumped off the ski lift. Whoa! They slipped and slid and teetered and tottered off the path and away from their friends. They couldn't stop. Finally, they stumbled to a stop in front of another ski lodge. How about a rest? Said Shaggy.
Yeah.
Said Scooby. Shaggy grinned. Groovy! We can get those hot dogs now.
I want a hot dog.
Sounds good right now.
Yeah.
Inside the lodge was dark. Cobwebs hung from the ceiling. Sheets covered tables, and dust covered everything. There's no one here, said Shaggy, disappointed. No cooks or waiters. He picked up a phone. And no dial tone. We can't even call for pizza.
I guess you're gonna stay hungry.
They look like they might be getting cold soon, I would think.
Hungry. Right.
Scooby padded through swinging doors into the kitchen. He sniffed around the cabinets.
Rummy.
Yummy, said Shaggy. He opened a door. Out tumbled popcorn, potato chips, and all sorts of food and drinks. Eat first, Shaggy shouted. Ski later.
That sounds good.
Scooby ripped open one bag. Shaggy ripped open another. They began to eat.
Creek.
Shaggy stopped in the middle of biting a chip. What was that?
Creek.
Slowly, the kitchen door swung open. Slowly, the kitchen door swung closed.
Woo.
A ghostly cry filled the air.
I think it's a ghost this time and not anyone else.
Sounds like one.
Boom.
Something crashed upstairs. Shaggy dropped his popcorn. Scooby dropped his chips.
Roast.
Shouted Scooby. Ghost! Shouted Shaggy. Shapes swirled outside the windows. Bangs echoed through the lodge.
Woo. Woo.
Like, it's not just one ghost, Shaggy moaned. This place is crawling with ghosts.
What if those chips and popcorn were poison?
I mean, they just eat anything.
Yeah.
They ran for the door. Push, said Shaggy. Scooby pushed, but the door wouldn't open.
Roll.
Scooby said. Shaggy pulled, but the door still wouldn't open. We're trapped, Shaggy cried. They crawled under the table. Oh, why did we go off on our own? Shaggy sobbed. How are we going to get out? Looks like a ghost creature. All at once, the door swung open. Great white shapes floated inside. Zoinks! They're closing in, said Shaggy. One lifted an arm and pointed right at them.
Raggy!
Shouted Scooby. The buddies raced around the ghost. Stop, one commanded. Shaggy skidded to a stop. The voice sounded familiar.
What are you guys doing?
Asked another ghost.
Are you okay?
Asked the third. Velma, said Shaggy. Fred,
Daphne!
Scooby added. Velma, Daphne, and Fred shook off the snow, covering their heads, arms, and legs. Of course it's us, said Fred. We followed your tracks to find you. We thought you were ghosts, Shaggy explained, and that this place is haunted.
No!
Of course you thought that, Shaggy.
Whoa, whoa! Boom, crash.
Shaggy jumped into Scooby's arms. See, said Shaggy. Listen to that.
The wind is making the woo noise.
Velma said. And the booms, added Shaggy.
That's just tree branches hitting the roof.
Shaggy pointed to the white shapes outside the window. Explain that, Fred laughed. Easy. It's snow blowing around.
Wow.
Wow. But the door opened and closed by itself, said Shaggy. Then it was stuck. This place really is haunted. Shaggy tried to run, but slipped in a puddle of melted snow.
Don't be silly,
Said Velma.
The wind blew against the door so hard it wouldn't open.
Daphne patted Scooby.
The storm is really bad. The mountain is closing.
Fred checked his watch. We missed the last ski lift run. What are we going to do now? Velma shrugged.
We can build a fire and wait right here.
Scooby gulped.
Here?
This place gives me the creeps. But okay, Shaggy said, and he walked away.
Raggy!
Shouted Scooby. Like, cool it, good buddy, said Shaggy. He pointed to the fire. I'm just getting the marshmallows.
See, guys, this ski lodge isn't so bad,
said Velma. So long as we don't run out of marshmallows, it's cool, right, Scooby? Shaggy replied.
Scooby-Doo!
So the book that I had did not have the last page, so I had to improvise. But that's the end.